Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well. Peace and salutations unto all the Akim, you brothers preaching this word in truth and in sincerity across the four corners of the earth. And shalom to the hopeful elect, you sincere believers scattered wherever you may be. So as you see another in transit, through the Spirit inspired, off personal testimony I had just a few days ago, and as well just off the fact that brothers is catching hell. You know, I was watching the Apostle Rakha, might have been yesterday or the day before, but kind of just an exhortation video going into keep pushing on. Keep pushing on. All right, because brothers is catching hell. But that's what we're here for, man. That's what we're here for. But to catch hell, but ultimately what? Push the work. You know, push this word out. And to what's the whole duty, man? Fear the Lord, keep his commandments. Of course, to the best of our ability, but and in that, we're gonna be catching hell. Because like the scriptures say, he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. Alright. And you know, that's what happens here, man. We live in a world flipped upside down to where you know, they count evil for righteousness and righteousness for evil. You know what I'm saying? The whole world life in wickedness. And you know, it's a bitch, but what we just have to maintain and keep enduring unto the end, Lord willing. You know, because it's all the will of the Lord at the end of the day. We just pray unto the Lord that he keeps us in this thing. But in this truth, in this walk, we're bound to catch hell. You know, and it's and take joy in it. You know, speaking first and foremost to myself, like the scriptures say, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations. Loosely paraphrased, I believe it's in James 1. And it said that the trying of your faith worketh patience. When you go into patience, it goes into suffering. And that's what happens when we suffer, man. Our faith is being tested, is being tried. And two, the Lord is building us up in spirit when we go through these different temptation, trials, errors, you name it. While the flesh is fucking suffering, it hurts like hell being in this body, in these conditions. The spirit is getting worked, is getting built up. You know, sometimes too, man, the Lord will put you in a situation just to call upon him, to see like, all right, bet, what's his decision gonna be? You know, what route he's gonna take? Is he gonna pray unto me? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we just have to you know, stay prayed up and to keep calling upon him for help. You know, because we have no help here in the flesh. Like the scriptures say, the flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing. You know, and we have to just keep pushing on. You know, as the apostle was going into. But just a quick testimony, just to speak on it. A few days ago, you know, I went out to dinner or whatever, and then you know, went to the brother's house for a little bit kick day. On the way home, I was about 10-15 minutes out. Keep a long story short, I was on the highway, boom, I hear a pop. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't think nothing of it. I had the music on and shit. And then Spirit had it to where I looked down, my little pressure monitor gauge went off. It was blinking. I'm like, put two and two together through the Spirit. I'm like, fuck, man. All right, bet. You know, I just kind of wrote it out. You know, and then finally pulled into a gas station. Ended up having it, car had to get towed. Boom. You know, that's just slight hail that we have to catch. Boom, a tire goes out, or your check engine light goes on, or you might be stranded on the side of the road or whatever. But what? Yeah, it's all Satan. But who's sending Satan? The Lord. You know? And even in those times, and the little bullshit that we deal with just on a day-to-day basis, I bring that up to with that, just have faith in the Lord that, all right, He's gonna come through for me. Okay? And even in that situation, man, I had my pops come through, pick me up or whatever, call Geico. You know, even in that we have to apply the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Make not haste in time of trouble. And it's easier said than done. But the Lord set out that blueprint for us, man, to just, sometimes we have to just sit back, let God work. What it say, what they say in the world, but there's a scripture, I forgot I believe it's in Psalms, be still and know that I am the Most High. And like the scriptures say, it is impossible to please Him without faith. We must believe that He is, and He is a rewarder to them that diligently seek Him. So with that being said, right, boom, tire popped or whatever, had the called my insurance sent out the towing company, ended up getting the ride home. They ended up towing the car back to my house. Ended up going to work, catching a ride to work the next day, which was yesterday. And from there, from work, I ended up calling the service place. They ended up ordering the tire, got in the same day, went after work, brought the old tire that popped, you know, because we took it off. We took it off when I came back from work. So took that old tire off my car, boom, took it to the service joint. I ended up thinking that they were just gonna leave it and they were gonna put on the tire the next day. Lord made it to where, hey bro, you got 10 minutes. When I pulled up, you got 10 minutes, they're just gonna knock it out real quick. I'm like, call a lawyer up, I'll shine. Ended up, got the tire, boom, we fixed it next day. So that goes to show you, man, that the Lord is for us. And even in these slight little trials and little hell that we catch, what it says, 1 Corinthians 10:31, it said, no temptation, loosely paraphrasing, because I don't, in transit, no temptation is such as common to man, loosely paraphrasing, but it said, He will not suffer you to be tempted above more than you are able. And even with the temptation, will make a way for you to escape it. Again, roughly paraphrasing, but that goes to show you, man, that any little thing, like I saw on Instagram, I follow some stoicism pages, which a lot of those goes back to the scriptures, man. A lot of them quotes from those the Greek philosophers, which were Jake, more often than not. Them those Stoics were getting that from the scriptures, or it was based off the scriptures, man. Because you could link up a lot of them quotes to the scripts. But anyways, one of those was, if it's endurable, endure it. And like it said in that 1 Corinthians, He doesn't put anything on us that's too hard for us, basically. So if it's endurable, endure it. Have the mind to endure it. And know that it's coming from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to make a way for you to escape it. If He brought it upon you, He's the one to take it up off you. We have to trust in Him. And if we're serving the Lord, doing right by Him, this is why we catch the hell. And that's a great point. I was speaking to the brother Iowa and Yawasop, and we have a chat or whatever, and he brought up a good point that the Passover is coming up. And around the time of Passover, it's sifting season, which is always sifting season. But it amps up during around the time of the Passover. That's how you know who the true men of the Lord are. Because they get tested, they get tempted, they catch hell. Right? And they continue on, they push on. That's why, hey, the apostles and elders, because for me, it's just me speaking as a man, I believe those are the true men of the Lord. Because throughout all them years, 30 plus years, still in it, still kicking, and then some, doing the work every single day, being great examples unto the flock. And I've not let up off the gas. You know what I'm saying? But basically, if it's endurable, endure it. And if we know that the Lord doesn't put anything upon you that you can't handle, know that what you're going through, whatever may be going through, the Lord could give you a way to escape. And He will if you call upon Him in His sincerity, man. It says, call upon me in the day of trouble, and I will deliver you. Loosely paraphrasing, it's in the book of Psalms 50. But back to what the brother was saying, that it's a time of the Passover, and the hell is amping up. Satan is desiring to sift us as wheat. But what we have to lean upon and trust on Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because we're gonna be going through the hell, and honestly, it's a good thing that we go through it. Because what? We know that He loves us in that. He scourgeth whom He loves, and blessed is he whom the Lord chasteneth. Because why? A father is always going to, what's the word I'm looking for? Correct or chasten those who He loves. Because He loves you. He wouldn't be doing it if He didn't. Why would He need to? Just like a coach. I always had them decent coaches in your brothers was to play sports. Always the decent coaches, them decent ass coaches, the good ones or whatever, they gave a fuck. So what? They were gonna get up on your ass, for lack of better words, because they cared. They gave a fuck. They gave a fuck about you, and they saw your potential and your production. And if one thing isn't matching up, or if you're messing up in a particular area, they're gonna point it out, and then not even necessarily put you down for it. No, they're gonna lift you up with it, or give you the tools you need to work on it, give you the tips and certain, you know what I'm saying? And that's what the Lord does for us, but on a higher scale. Of course, it's the Most High. And two, we have to know what we got ourselves into. Like, he that departed from evil make himself a prey. So knowing that we live in a fucking wicked world, the whole world life of wickedness, it's gonna be some shit. Which is not shit. You know what I'm saying? The truth is, not saying that, but saying it's gonna be some hell you catch. What? Trying to live righteous in a unrighteous society. It's gonna be tough. But it is what it is. It's the condition of the battle. And like the Apostle Rakai was going into, man, just say fuck it, man. Like a brother, I forgot the brother's name, but like he had mentioned, hit the fuck it button. Whatever you may be going through, know that it's temporal, that it's temporary, and the Lord's gonna give you a way to escape. All this shit, you know what I'm saying? It's a simulation. So it's just say fuck it. Like Apostle Rakai was going into, he said fuck it. Say fuck it, bro. He said fuck it, brother. Just sip some yun. Have some yun. But count it all joy though. Take it cheerfully when our changed to a lower state. It's hard in the moment. We have to constantly reiterated within our minds, like, hey, see the bright side in it, see the positivity in it. Know that, okay, it's not gonna, it doesn't feel right now, but what, it's gonna yield a peaceable fruit in due time. You're gonna look back like, damn, all right, bet, I see why the Lord did this, and that, for me to get to this level or get to this point now, to have the knowledge that you have now. And it's a process, and don't beat yourself up because you're not getting it overnight, or you're not at a level to where you think you should be. It's all, man, the Lord has it. The Lord has you where the Lord wants you. You know what I'm saying? Our steps are directed from Him. We don't dictate our lives. It's the Lord. The Lord is behind it all. And have comfort in that. But two, don't use that as basically as a cop out to be lazy or go off or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to put down? Like, no, man, still be motivated and pray to the Lord for that motivation, that spark to keep the Holy Spirit upon you. What the fuck is this dude doing? You know what I'm saying? For His will to be done. At the end of the day, His will be done. And we just pray we're in the good graces and mercy of, in the hands of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But if it's endurable, endure it. And pray to the Lord for that endurance to keep you in this fight, to keep fighting the good fight of faith. Like the scriptures tells us, man, endure hardness as a good soldier of Hamashiach. But that was basically it, man. Salaki, I know I was going on a tangent, ranting, babbling, but Lord willing, this was edifying onto you. About to be at my destination, about to hit the gym. Stay motivated. Stay motivated, stay prayed up. You know what I'm saying? We're almost out of here, man. Time of the Passover is coming up, and Lord willing, He passes us all over, man, with with His mercy. So with that, again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rachak Wadash. Double honors again unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom. Why? Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.